Couple of southern must-haves. Clearly, you have to have a magnolia tree if you live in the South. We have them back there. There's a lot of different varieties of magnolias. The most popular one seems to be the Little Jim, and the reason it's that popular is because it doesn't get too tall. It probably won't get more than 15 feet tall, maybe 20, and it has smaller leaves. It has the same waxy leaf, but when it loses its leaves, it's not losing something that big that's like a traditional southern magnolia. It's losing a smaller leaf that you can rake up and manage. Still has the same magnolia bloom. In fact, there's a couple back there blooming right now. And it's much more manageable. Question is, how much sun does a magnolia tree take? As much as you can give it. Okay, and that's generally the rule of thumb for all of these trees, with the exception of dogwoods, Japanese maples, and maybe a redbud. Crepe myrtles are another typical southern tree. You've got to have a crepe myrtle if you live in the South. And then in terms of what are also called winter roses are camellias and sasanquas, and they're all right over here. They bloom in the winter, and camellias require a lot more filtered sun or shade than sasanquas do. You couldn't, to the eye, you couldn't look at the two and tell them apart necessarily, but sasanquas can take a lot more sun than a camellia can. They bloom in the winter, and they're called a winter blooming rose, if you will. Azaleas also, and then lantanas. Lantanas are great. They're perennials. They can take the heat. They can take a lot of abuse, and they go dormant in the winter, and they come back with a vengeance in the spring.